You post a tweet, "I want to die. I can't do this anymore." And someone replies, "Let's die together. I'll make it painless. You won't be alone." In your darkest moment, it sounds like comfort, until you realize the person offering it isn't there to die with you. He's there to kill you. This is the true story of the man who turned Twitter into a hunting ground. A man who lured his victims with a promise and delivered death. This is Takahiro Shiraishi, Japan's most twisted serial killer. Zama City, October 30th, 2017. It started with a missing girl. Her brother was searching. But what police found, no one could have imagined. Inside apartment 203, detectives were hit by an overwhelming stench, an odor so putrid they described it as rotting meat and chemicals. Dozens of coolers lined the floor. Some had rope tied around the handles. Others leaked. 9 dismembered bodies were found. 8 women. 1 man. The heads had been placed carefully in ice boxes. The limbs were wrapped in towels. Bones were found in cat litter, scattered in storage containers to absorb the smell. The killer? 27-year-old Takahiro Shiraishi. Calm. Confessing immediately. He said, with no remorse, "I killed them all. I don't regret it. I wanted control." And what tied all these victims together? They all met him through Twitter. Takahiro Shiraishi didn't look like a monster. Born in 1990, in Fujisawa, a peaceful coastal city. He was the older of 2 siblings. Friends described him as quiet, forgettable, even polite. There were no early signs of violence. No criminal record. Just an ordinary, somewhat withdrawn kid, who seemed to disappear in crowds. After high school, Shiraishi floated. He never stayed in a job for long. Eventually, he moved to Tokyo's Kabukicho district, Japan's red light hub, and became a scout for escort agencies. It was here that he mastered the art of manipulation. He learned how to target the vulnerable, what to say, when to say it, how to win trust. But that world collapsed when police cracked down on illegal scouts. By 2017, unemployed and isolated, he moved to a small apartment in Zama. He opened a Twitter account under a false name and began searching hashtags like. What he saw shocked him. Hundreds of people tweeting about wanting to die. Many were teenagers. Others were in their early 20s. Some were serious. Others were just reaching out. Shiraishi replied to them, offering what looked like empathy. "You won't have to go alone." But it was a trap. In August 2017, his first victim, a 21-year-old woman, entered his apartment. She thought she'd found someone who understood her pain. Instead, Shiraishi strangled her from behind. Then he dismembered her body in the bathtub. That began a chilling routine. Lure victim through Twitter. Build trust through messages. Kill them. Each murder became easier, faster, cleaner. One girl brought the rope herself, believing they'd hang themselves together. Another victim, just 15 years old, was last seen leaving her high school in uniform. She told no one where she was going. One male victim had come looking for his missing girlfriend, and never left. By October, Shiraishi had murdered 9 people in just 68 days. The killings might have continued. But one girl's brother refused to give up. His sister had stopped responding. He checked her phone and found private DMs with a strange man. The account was cryptic, but what alarmed him was the username. He reported the account to police. Authorities traced her phone's signal to Zama. On October 30th, they knocked on Shiraishi's door. The moment he opened it, the smell of decay hit them. When they asked where the missing girl was, he didn't hesitate. Shiraishi underwent psychiatric evaluations. But he was found mentally competent. He knew what he was doing. He planned it, controlled it, enjoyed it. His motivation? Power, control. He told police, "I didn't care if they actually wanted to die. I just wanted to kill." He admitted that he gained sexual satisfaction from the act, that the look in their eyes, right before death, was what he craved. He didn't target victims randomly. He searched for people in pain. People who wouldn't be missed. People whose tweets showed cracks. He mirrored their emotions. pretended to understand, then flipped the script. Behind each cooler was a life. After the case broke, Twitter faced global backlash. How could such messages go unnoticed? Japan passed stricter laws on suicide-related content. Twitter began linking suicide prevention hotlines directly under relevant hashtags. But the question remains: can technology truly stop a killer who learns how to blend in? And beyond tech, what about the silence? In Japan, talking about mental health is often taboo. Rejection. So they turn to anonymous spaces. Spaces like Twitter. Spaces where predators like Shiraishi are waiting. The Twitter killer didn't just kill people. He exposed something deeper. Each victim thought they'd found someone who understood them. What they got was a killer who wore compassion as a mask. If even one person had reached out, if one hotline had answered faster, if one friend had seen the signs, maybe things would be different. But silence kills. If this story disturbed you, you're not alone. And if it moved you, don't let it vanish into another scroll. Because someone right now might need to know that they are. Share this story. Help create a world where cries for help aren't ignored. Subscribe for more true crime documentaries that dig deep, not just into the horror, but the human truths behind them. Some monsters don't wear masks. Some wear empathy. And they're just one tweet away.
Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe for more gripping true crime breakdowns, mysteries, and criminal psychology stories, only on Twisted Case.